Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it's Tuesday. That means it's time to look at some online video news from last week. One article I really want to tell you guys about is on Real SEO. I'll link to it below. I think this is awesome. It gets me really excited that Unruly Media has developed this algorithm scientific method for figuring out how viral your video will be before you even post it. And they're doing so with about 80% success rate. Their algorithm is called ShareRank and it takes into account 9 different emotions: happiness, warmth, exhilaration, amusement, pride, disgust, sadness, pain, and inspiration. And it shows your video to a little over 100 people and they kind of evaluate what they're feeling as they're watching, because they know that emotion is what elicits sharing on social media. And the stronger emotion that your video can elicit, the more likely it is for people to share that content. Although the article doesn't mention this, I would add, with the exception that sometimes like more informational type videos can be shared if the person sharing it feels like doing so would make them more credible or give them a better reputation for sharing your content, if that makes sense. The ShareRank will be a very valuable tool for people who have a lot of money and can afford to pay them to kind of check out their videos so they can maybe tweak them and make them better before they even push them live. I wish it would be the type of thing where we could just, upload our own videos, wait for a couple minutes and it'll spit back a score or something like that. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. If one of you guys wants to develop something like that, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to check it out. Now, I feel like just based on doing 1,500 videos, just personally myself, and uploading them and creating them to YouTube, that I kind of have a good idea, before I publish one of my videos, how well I think it's going to perform. But that's just a gut level check, This is more of a scientific check based on billions of views and videos that they have taken into account and learned from, and actually it's closer to 300 billion video streams, so they have a lot of data to kind of compare and learn from. But the basic premise is this: when you guys create your videos, it's very important that you take into account eliciting emotion from your viewers. Just giving information like I mostly do here in this channel doesn't tend to lead to a lot of sharing on Facebook and Twitter and things like that. But if your content does lend itself to more emotional type triggers, comment below and let me know how you use emotions in your videos to help people and prompt people to share it. And if you don't, then I would love to hear how you plan to maybe make your videos more emotionally engaging. One little tip with that I've learned kind of a while back is that the longer your videos are, the easier it is to elicit that kind of emotion that would prompt sharing. If you're doing quick 30-second, 1 minute, 90-second videos, it's not quite enough time to build up enough emotion to do that. In fact, the average, all the most shared videos on YouTube, the average length of them is 4 minutes and 12 seconds, if I remember. And the interesting thing happens is the shorter the videos get, the less shares they have. So something to keep in mind, and I hope that helps. Comment below and make sure you subscribe. This is your first time hanging out. We'd love to have you guys join us for video news and Q&As and YouTube tips and all sorts of stuff we got coming for you. So subscribe, and I'll see you guys again later for another Video Creators video. Bye.